guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my year in review video. So I have on my phone some notes stuff I want to talk about, but because I've seen other people did like last year before, you know, even on Twitter, where they just talked about, you know, their entire year, you know, reviewing it, just, you know, discussing it. So I felt like this could be a good, you know, just video to make, just reviewing, you know, talking about what all happened to me this year, and you know, pretty much just to say goodbye to 2019. So first, in January of 2019, which was like really exciting for me, I pretty much started testosterone, and that is like a really big step. Like, if you guys don't know, like when you're trans, I'm not going to like delve into like the whole, you know, mindset thing, but basically like testosterone, estrogen, like it just means a whole lot to trans people. Just getting to that step where you could take, you know, medicine to like enhance your features, and of course, you know, it'll take time. Like, I've been on testosterone for almost a year now, and the only big changes that I've noticed is pretty much my voice, and then like more hair growing in, you know, on my legs, and that's pretty much it. So it's gonna take like you know, more than a year for like my face to change, and you know, to grow facial hair, and my voice will continue to get deepened. But it's just, when I started testosterone in January, I was just like so excited, because it was like finally because honestly, before I started testosterone, I was just like struggling mentally with myself, and it just felt like I was against myself and the world was against me, because I originally came out back in 2013 or 2014, and you know, I was pretty much like still new to the idea. I was still pretty much like exploring, you know, what it means or what it even feels like to be trans. I was still like exploring my sexuality too, because growing up, you know, of course in the beginning I thought I was straight, but then in middle school, you know, I started thinking about females in a different light and having attraction to them, and then now I've gone to the point where I feel pretty comfortable being pansexual. So that's my just in case you guys don't know, that's my sexuality, pansexual, you know. And no, it does not mean being bi. It's completely different. Pansexual pretty much just means that you don't look at the gender. You pretty much are gender blind. You don't really see gender. You know, if you come across someone who's a female, you happen to like them, you know, like you're not looking at, oh, this person's female. No, you're looking at their personality, you know, just how they make you feel, or you know, if a guy just so happens to make you feel good, you know, you're not looking at, oh, this person's a guy and they're making me feel good. Like, no, you're just like, okay, this person, you know, another human being is making me feel good. So you pretty much just gender blind. You don't really see gender. It's pretty much just all about, you know, their personality, how you feel towards them and everything. So I'm pretty comfortable with being openly pansexual and everything. But yeah, back on the topic. This is going to be probably a long video, so get your snacks or whatever, you know, just chill out. But yeah, back on the topic at hand. So yeah, it came out like years ago, and I did see like a therapist who wasn't really like she wasn't really trained on, you know, working with trans people, or, you know, she wasn't really that knowledgeable. So to me, I feel like she wasn't really a good therapist to go to, just because she wasn't really that knowledgeable and she didn't really have the resources that I needed. So when I moved, I found this other therapist who is trained. Like, she has worked with, you know, a bunch of other trans people my age, older, younger. So she's like fully knowledgeable. I guess I want to say fully, but like, I guess I could say like maybe 99%. Because sometimes when we talk, she will say that there are some stuff that she's still learning about, you know, trans people and, you know, all that. So I'll say like 99%. She's pretty knowledgeable, and she also has like the resources. Like, she knows about different churches, you know, you could go to, couple like different groups, you know, doctors and everything. So I'm happy that I finally met her, because she really has been pretty helpful, and it is pretty nice to like talk to her. So because in the beginning I was just desperate to talk to someone, because, you know, all I had was my mom to talk to, and, you know, she was, you know, still like struggling with the idea. So it was nice to just finally talk to someone, you know, who's pretty knowledgeable, you know, could like help me here and there. So I did go through like a few obstacles trying to get on testosterone, because with my kind of assurance, there are some doctors who wouldn't take it. So it's like we will send off a letter to this doctor, then they'll come back, like call back and say, you know, we don't take this insurance, or yada yada yada. So I went through that hiccup, and then when I finally got on testosterone, I went through pretty much another hiccup of doctors being changed, because my current doctor decided to like leave the workplace. So another doctor came in who I did not care for out. Like, sorry, not sorry, but I just didn't really care for that doctor at all. So pretty much as soon as I met this new doctor, I was like, nah, fam. Like, I went back to my therapist and I told her about this new doctor, and that I didn't really care for her. So she was like, okay, you know, my therapist was like, okay, I can send you to this other doctor who I've heard like good things about. The trans people that I sent to her, you know, they liked her. So I was like, okay. So I met this new doctor and I really like her. Like, I really, really like her. Like, she, I don't know, I just really like how friendly she is, and I like how she's so helpful and she's able to answer my questions. And even when I was going through a period of depression, which I will get to that later because we're still in January, you know, when I was going through a period of depression, she was like really concerned for me. She even kept asking me if I wanted to go to the hospital, because I think she said that legally she was supposed to send me to the hospital, but since I had my mom with me, you know, she pretty much took a step back and like, okay, well, you know, if you feel like you need to go to the hospital, then make sure you go to the hospital. So I was like, okay. But yeah, so I pretty much went through that in like a span of a few months before and then kind of after I started testosterone. But overall, I am like so happy that I started it, because I just needed to, like. And then even now I still kind of like struggle with being misgendered, because obviously like I don't really have the full masculine features. So but I do know that the testosterone is going to take me to that level, and I can't wait for it. But yeah, so I'm happy that I got a pump it in my blood, that man juice. So anyways, that's pretty much what happened in January. I started testosterone. Okay, so between February and May, nothing exciting happened, except for I went through a really bad burnout. I went through a really bad video game burnout. I love video games. I love video games so freaking much. Like I'm so happy that I took video games seriously, because growing up, I was into video games. Like I had the Nintendo DS, I had the Game Boy, you know, I even have a PS1, and you know, some other like little consoles. So it's like here and there, I was into video games, but it wasn't until I got much older that I started to like take it more seriously, and was like, you know what, I want to start getting more into video games. I want to start collecting video games. I want to start like playing more consoles, other than just, you know, the 3DS, you know, Game Boy or whatever. So but yeah, so it unfortunately it really hit me, this burnout from video games. Like it really made me sad, because it's like, dang, like I really want to play video games right now, but my brain is like, nah fam. And at one point, I think it might have been in May or in June, where my burnout was still there, but I was able to play at least one game, and that was The Last of Us. So The Last of Us, like I don't know, like it really happened randomly, but I don't know, I just woke up one day, it was like, you know what, I'm in the mood to play The Last of Us. So I played that game for a little bit, and I was seriously hoping that it would bring me out my burnout, but it didn't. I was really only in the mood to play The Last of Us, and then once I finished it, I was pretty much like not playing any other games. But yeah, going through that burnout and only being able to play more casual games like mobile games, The Sims, like it was hard. Like it just really took a toll on my mental health, because video games make me like really happy. Like just sitting and playing a game that I'm really enjoying, and you know, just spending time doing it instead of twiddling my thumbs or being on YouTube, like it just makes me really happy. So when I went through that burnout, I was just like, oh, like when is this burnout going to end? But thankfully it ended, and we'll get to that later. So June is my birthday month. Just want to get that out there. So June is my birthday month, and I was still going through a bit of burnout, video game burnout, but I did other fun stuff. Like on my birthday, me and my mom went to see Aladdin. Like if you guys haven't seen Aladdin, you need to like get it on DVD or like check on demand or online or somewhere and watch it, because the new Aladdin movie was like so good. Like I could understand like how a lot of people, you know, were liking it and, you know, were recommending it. So it was really fun, you know, getting to spend that quality time with my mom, going to see a really good movie on my birthday. So I really enjoyed that. And I also bought something that I've been wanting pretty much since I was in high school, and that's a BJD. And a BJD stands for ball jointed dolls. So it's pretty much like a doll that you could like take pictures with, you could like dress up, you know, do whatever you want with it. And I was just so happy when I was able to finally buy one, because I fell in love with BJD since I was in high school, just seeing pictures online of how like beautiful they looked and just how fun they seemed. So I was so happy when I finally got one. So that and going to see Aladdin with my mom was pretty much the highlight of June for me. Now we're moving on to the worst month of this year so far. The worst month, which I think it was the worst month for everybody because of Mercury's retrograde. Fuck you, Mercury. But yeah, I think this is probably why July was like the worst month, not only for me but for everybody else, was because of Mercury's retrograde. But July. So July, my mental health took a very serious turn, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm feeling like I don't really feel like recording, or I don't feel like playing video games. Like, it wasn't, just that, but it took a turn for the worse, to the point where I was feeling really depressed. I was contemplating committing suicide like so many times, and there was even like one time where my mind was just like so deep in the darkness that I just started crying. Like, I literally ran to my mom and was just crying to her, because my mind was just like so deep in the darkness and it just wouldn't come out. So July was definitely a very, very hard month for me with my mental health, and I just really wanted July to hurry up and get over with, but thankfully it did, because as soon as August came, and I also got off my anxiety pills, because I also forgot to mention that that the cost of the second cost of my mental health was the pills I was on. So Mercury's retrograde, F you. And also the pills I was on, because I was taking anxiety pills where apparently the side effects is depression. Like, hello. Like we need to, I don't know. I mean, I know every medicine is different for everybody, but I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like these anxiety meds are kind of dangerous, because I have this friend on Instagram who said that she knew someone who was taking the same anxiety meds as me, and this person committed suicide. So when my friend told me that, I was like, okay, I need to watch out for this anxiety pills. But nope, even when I try to like watch out for, if you're taking it, you can't like watch out for like the side effects. So the next time I went to the doctor, I told my doctor about how the anxiety meds were making me feel, and she was like, okay, you could get off it. You don't have to like wean yourself off, because usually, if you've been on some type of meds for a long while, then you need to like wean yourself off. I think I was on the meds since was it May? I think I might have been on those meds since like maybe May until July. So not that long, but my doctor said that I didn't have to wean myself off. I could just, immediately stop taking it. So that's what I did. I immediately stopped taking those pills, and I felt 100% better. Like, my mental health was literally just cleared up, and I was Gucci. And then Mercury's retrograde left, I was Gucci. But yeah, July was like a really, really hard month for me, and I'm glad that it's finally over. So from August to October, nothing else really happened. Everything was pretty much Gucci for me. I was on anxiety meds. I was able to like record wherever I want, and I even felt like my video game burnout leaving me. So I was pretty much feeling pretty good about myself. So then November was another really exciting month for me. In November, I was able to finally get a Nintendo Switch. Like that, I was like so happy. I was literally like over the moon, because I just couldn't stop thinking about getting a Nintendo Switch. Like, I was just constantly thinking about all the games I wanted to get, how I wanted to like decorate it. Like, I was just like over the moon, just really wanted a Nintendo Switch for the longest. And originally I was going to get it for my birthday, but financially, finances weren't that great, and just things came up, so I wasn't able to get the Nintendo Switch for my birthday. But that's why I am so happy I didn't, because lo and behold, Nintendo was being sneaky, and they decided to come out with the version 2 Nintendo Switch with the upgraded battery life and processor like in August, I think, August or September. So after Nintendo came out with that, I was like, bitch, I'ma cop that. Like literally I was like, okay, I'ma cop this in Black Friday. Cause originally I was gonna wait until like Christmas, like actual Christmas, to get the Nintendo Switch, but then I was like, no, if GameStop does their deal of where they give you a $25 gift coupon if you buy any new Nintendo Switch, I want to cop that. Like, you best believe I want to cop, you know, getting some extra money for buying a Switch. So that's why I decided to get my Switch a few weeks early instead of waiting till Christmas. Plus, I don't think I would have been able to wait till Christmas anyways, because I was just like literally constantly thinking about the Switch, just wanting a Switch. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I bought in November that I was really happy about. And my burnout was officially gone. No more video game burnout. I was able to get back into playing video games and everything. So November was a really good month for me. Now, last month of 2019 in December, my mental health went down. My mental health went sour, and it just happened like out of nowhere all of a sudden. I don't know why, but I don't know, I felt overwhelmed and like burnt out on making videos for my reaction channel. And then I don't know, just December was kind of weird for me mentally, because I just got burnt out on making videos, even though I really wanted to make videos. And then I was like, you know, fighting myself with, you know, not being as good as everybody else. Like, I was pretty much comparing myself to other people, thinking that, oh, I'm not as good as everybody else who would want to watch me. Like, why do people watch me? Like, I'm not even funny. You know, I feel like my content isn't good. So I was just like going through that, and it was really hard in the beginning of December, but I have kind of like calmed down to the point where I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm thankful for all the subscribers and the viewers who are watching me right now and who, you know, are into my content. And you know, if I don't get as many views on my videos as I normally would if I upload the videos right away, then so be it. Like, I just need to like step back and just think, like pretty much try to remember like why I did this in the first place, you know. Like, I really just need to step back and just remember why I decided to do reaction videos in the first place. Like, you know, is it making me happy, or is just seeing people watch me making me happy, or is it just like the views or whatever? I don't know. This is just like some complicated YouTube stuff that might be complex and confusing to you guys. But yeah, I was just going through that, you know, with my mental health and experiencing burnout. But the upside is that I enjoy doing Vlogmas. Like, I really did enjoy recording Vlogmas, editing it, even though I didn't record like every single day because my life is boring. Like, I don't be going out like every day, all day like some other people, but I still enjoyed like recording while I was able to record and everything. And overall, I'm just happy, you know, to finally get a Switch. I'm no longer in video game burnout. I wish I had a video game right now to play, but I don't. But hopefully soon. But yeah, so that's pretty much. I don't think I have anything else I want to talk about. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So basically, overall 2019 for me was a weird year. It's pretty much like in the middle. It's pretty much, I have like mixed feelings for it, because it's like on one hand, you know, I had some good months like January, you know, kind of June, you know, definitely November. So it's like I had some good months as far as mental health, you know, just my overall being. But then other months like July, you know, December, it was just like kind of hard on me with my mental health and everything. But so yeah, basically my 2019 was just like a mixture of just like ups and downs. So that's why I'm gonna rate 2019 for me just a 5 out of 10. I don't know, maybe a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. I don't know. It was okay year, you know. It was a okay year. But anyway, so let me know down below, you know, what all happened to you guys in 2019. Like if you had some ups and downs, you know, if you had mostly ups, if you had mostly downs, you know, talk about, you know, each month. You know, did you have some good months? Did you have bad months? Like, did you buy anything exciting? Did you do anything exciting? Just let me know down below. I want to talk, and you know, I just want to everybody to share their years and whatnot. But yeah, so this will be my last video of 2019. So my next videos that will be coming out will be in 2020. So yeah, this is the end of the decade. It just feels weird, because I remember when we stepped from 2009 to 2010, and then now we're going from 2010 to like 2020, like or 2020. But yeah, so 2019. Peace out, fam. Do not love you. I need to stop, but yeah, so peace out 2019. It's been real. I won't miss you. I never loved you. You've been an okay year to me, but you know, I won't miss you. Just goodbye. Just you'll be in my memories. You'll be in the past, you know, whatever. It's been real. But yeah, so like this video if you like, and subscribe for more content like this. So subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys in 2020.